Well, I hope you agree with this next statement. Party politics in Nova Scotia is broken and can't be fixed. Myself and a group of concerned citizens put together a project called Independent Nova Scotia. It's a not-for-profit society, and our goal is to take the Independent Nova Scotia initiative from one corner of Nova Scotia to the other. And as a training organization, our job will be to help local communities find 55 independent candidates to run in the next provincial election, which is coming up in July of 2025. Now, 45% of the people in Nova Scotia didn't show up to vote in the last election, and the reason being, and rightly so, is they believe their vote really doesn't matter. But it does matter because now, because folks didn't turn up to vote, less than 36% of the population is represented by the current government, and they only got in by the skin of their teeth. And so what we're trying to do is we're trying to make meaningful change where our province and your life is not controlled by partisan politics. No matter who that you vote in, no matter how good intention they are, once they get in politics, the party tells them what to do. And they can't step outside the lines, and they have to follow very particular dogma, and there's things they have to do and things they have to say. And if they're a little bit too freedom-loving, they're going to get thrown under the bus or pushed out of the party. For example, you can go and check here in Nova Scotia with Elizabeth Smith McCrossan and find out what happens when you stand up against the powers that be. We're in a position in Nova Scotia that we can put an end to that. So rather than just complain, we've come up with a solution, and the solution has 4 points to it. Number one is you have to change your thinking and realize you do not have to vote for a party. And when you vote for a party, ultimately they're not going to represent you in what you want done. And I know that's a big radical shift here in Nova Scotia, but you got to make that shift if we're ever going to save this province from the downward spiral we're in right now. If you look around and you're asking yourself, what's happened to the cost of living? Why can't people find places to rent? There's a whole number of things happening, and it's happening under party politics. So Nunavut, when they reformed up in the Northwest Territories, they abolished the party system and they have all the independents. Our idea has already been proven to work, and we're just going to bring it in down here in Nova Scotia. So once again, step one is you need to change your thinking and realize you do not have to vote for a party to have someone adequately represent you in government. Then number two, we're going to help you look for and secure a potential independent candidate in your own riding. So if you've got someone that you have coffee with or someone that you know now would make a great candidate, now's the time to start talking with them. And we're going to provide you with the tools that you're going to need to help with that selection process. Then we're going to teach you how to hold a town meeting where you can get like-minded people in, and we'll help you find speakers and set the framework up. And you can start talking to people in your own community and get up off the couch and come on out with us and start making some changes, because if you don't do it, nobody else is going to. And then the fourth step is to get out and actually vote in the next election. And we're going to teach you what you need to help get out the vote and mobilize people so they'll actually get up off their chair and make a difference. And for maybe the first time in your life here in Nova Scotia, you're going to be able to vote and actually have someone in there, an independent candidate whose only responsibility is back to you. And hopefully we can even put recall in place that if people make promises and don't keep them, out the door they go. So those are the type of reforms that we're talking about, and what we're looking for you to do is get informed, get active, and stay informed. And a lot of that you'll be able to do that just by following this website. And you can reach out and get a hold of me, and you can find me at my email, and posted below, and start getting in touch. And we're going to continue to reach out across the province. We have until July 2025 to get our acting gear. We've got more than enough time. We've got more than enough interest. Actually, this is really developing a life of its own across the province, and we're asking you to get involved and stay involved. So once again, we're asking for your help, and we got a real job if we're going to save this province from, like I say, the mess that it's currently in. But we think we can fix it. We've got good people. We've got good ideas. So with enough independence, you can basically force the government back into a minority situation. And those people that you help put in power can actually take control of the government and then hand control of this province back into the people who actually are there to represent you and not a party. And it actually provides a real glimmer of hope for the first time in the past maybe 20, 30 years. So stay in touch, help us out. We sure would appreciate it.